Hi, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple but lovely card using Floral essence. Now this is a new photopolymer stamp set that's available in our new annual catalogue that launches to customers on the 4th of June. Also in this catalogue there's a punch that matches this flower. So if you bought the stamp set and the punch together you would save 10% as a bundle. In the current annual catalogue, which is this one, which is still valid until the 3rd of June, there is a leaf punch in here, which is carrying over into the new catalogue, and that leaf punch will also punch out this leaf in this flower set. So you've got two opportunities there to use punches with this lovely stamp set to make it a little bit easier to craft with. You can fussy cut these, you know, they're fairly simple shapes, but everybody likes a punch, don't they? So there's a punch currently available, which is carrying over, and there's going to be a punch for this in the new annual catalogue. If you've shopped with me since I joined Stampin' Up again this year, you will be getting one of these new catalogues in the post. I was hoping to have had them out by now, but I've just been too busy, but they're all packaged up and ready to go, so I'm hoping to get them in the post. Hopefully by the time you see this video, you'll have your catalogue. 14 stamps in the set, photopolymer. To save a little bit of time, I've already stamped the leaves and I've cut them out. Now I've used my ScanNCut, but as I say, there is a punch available, and I've already stamped and cut out one of the flowers. This is Lovely Lipstick. This is Granny Apple Green, and they've both been stamped on Whisper White Regular. Then the other stamp that I'm going to use from the set, so the pink flower is this one. I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to be using the sentiment that says, with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. I've got a piece of UK A4 card, which I've cut down the middle on the short side, which makes this 4 1/8 by 11 3/4. I've scored it at 5 7/8, and that's my base card. If you've got the envelope punch board, there's a corner rounder on the back, so I'm going to round all four corners. So that's the card. Now, I've got a piece of regular Whisper White that measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to round the corners, but only on the top right and bottom right this time. Now I'm going to bring in my Simply scoreboard. I'm going to put the piece of card on here, and from the edge of the card where the groove is, I'm going to come in 2/8 and I'm going to score. And then I'm going to come in another 2/8 and I'm going to score again. Then I'm going to rotate and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to find the groove that's on the edge of the card, and I'm going to come in 2/8, and then I'm going to come in 2/8 from that mark. You don't have to do this, but I just thought it might give a little bit of extra dimension. So I'm going to do that on all four sides. So I'm going to find the groove that matches the edge of the card, come in 2/8, and then from that mark I'm going to come in another 2/8. So that's how that's looking now. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but I've just basically got 2 embossed lines on all 4 sides. So now I'm going to bring in my flower. I'm going to bring in my early espresso. I'm going to stamp 1 in the corner so it goes off the page. Then I'm going to ink it up again and stamp another one. I'm going to stamp this. I don't want them to overlap, but I'm going to stamp them fairly near to each other. In this stamp set, there's a couple of little centres for your flowers. So I'm going to use this round one to go in the middle. I'm just going to put that on a block. I'm going to ink it up. I think I'll stamp off and then stamp in the middle. And then ink it up again, stamp off and stamp in the middle. I'm now going to bring in the sentiment and I'm going to ink this up with lovely lipstick. And I'm going to put this in the top right hand corner of the card. And again, I'll just give it a quick clean. So that's how it's looking so far. So now I'm going to bring in my flower that I've already stamped and I'm going to get this centre of this one and just bring in my lovely lipstick again, and I'm going to stamp off and then stamp in the middle. It's not perfect, but it's fine. So this I think I'm going to layer up, and then I want to use the leaves. So I'm going to put some foam pads on the back of here. I'm going to place my flower here, like so, and then I think I'll tuck in the leaves. I'm not sure. Might put them like that. So I'm going to use some wet glue for these. I'm just going to apply a bit of glue on the back and tuck that in. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. You don't need a lot of glue. I'll put that on there like so. And then from the watercolour pencil set, I've got an early espresso pencil, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour just where the centres of this flower has a bit of definition. And then I'm going to bring in my wink of Stella and I'm just going to drag out this colour just to give the flower a little bit more depth, really. I mean, you know, I'm no expert, I'm just playing basically. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't look right, I can just scrap it and start again. So that's how it's looking now. So I'm going to apply some adhesive. I'll use some Tombow, being as though I've got it out. Just run some Tombow all around the edge. You don't need a lot. Bring my card in. You could layer this up if you want to, but I'm just going to stick it down with the wet glue flat on the card. And then I'm just going to press it down from the back so I don't disturb anything. And there's my card. So you could cut a piece of Whisper White card and put that inside to write on. What I'm going to do, I do this quite a lot actually, I'm going to get a piece of regular copy paper. I'm going to cut it down to 3 7/8. Hopefully this will be right. And I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off the length. So I'm going to take it down to 11.5. I'm going to fold it in half and crease it with my bone folder, and that should sit in there nicely, and it does. So now I'm just going to round the corners with the envelope punch board again, just on the outer edges. I'm going to bring in my snail. Just apply some adhesive, pop this into my card and close it. So now when you open the card, you've got a nice insert and a space to write. So that's my first card made with my new stamp set, Floral Essence. Just some simple stamping and some fussy cutting. I hope you like that. Please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.